Hey guys, I'm Mary and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a bookshelf reorganization video slash time lapse slash partial tour at the end, and so I am reorganizing these two shelves. Specifically, these are my two fantasy shelves. I have other shelves kind of off camera with the other genres of books I own, so if you're interested in seeing what's on those, I will link my most recent bookshelf tour, which is almost a year old, but I think it'll still be fairly accurate because most of the books I've been adding since then have been largely to the fantasy shelf and not as much to the others. So, that being said, I have decided to reorganize these shelves for two reasons. First is right now it's alphabetical by last name, library style. And I've discovered that I read a lot of authors that are like here in the alphabet, and so I've ended up being just stuffing them. And I kind of run out of room to just stuff them in, as we can see by things that have some that have migrated above over there. But it's more complicated than just shifting everything down, because the one thing I don't want to do is separate series between shelves. And I realized the amount of shifting I have to do would end up having to break up series, I guess. And so I was just and I didn't want to shift a book every time I put a new book in. Additionally, aesthetically, I've decided that the shelves that are visible when I'm filming, which are these, I want to be more representative of kind of my favorites. So if someone's watching video for the first time, they can kind of see what's behind me and kind of use it as a taste test for what I like versus what just happens to be at the elevation at which I sit while filming. So those are my two main reasons. So to start, I'm just going to take everything off and have one pile that's going to be the favorites I'm 100% putting on those shelves, and then everything else. And then once I start putting favorites on, we'll see how much room I have and go from there. So here we go. So piles have been made, and now I'm going to first double check one of my videos to make sure I know exactly which shelves are usually showing. I think it's these four, but mostly here. And then we're going to take my favorites piles, start putting one here, and see how much it fills up. And if there's extra room, I might pull some more from my other stack, the on the bubble favorites, or maybe some throwback favorites that I didn't put as current favorites. So yeah, we'll see. Happy with that. So we have some turned around books that are placeholders for books that so yeah, some placeholder books. This one, again, another placeholder for I'd like to complete my collection of this series, but I don't own all of them, to try to just keep a little bit of preemptively keep room that I know I'm going to put on there. And I think I'm just going to leave this bottom shelf empty for now as space to expand the favorites shelf into. Although that might end up looking weird when I film videos, so I don't know. I should maybe I'll use this to display other things for now. I don't know. This shelf we'll come back to. For now, I think we're going to go ahead and move on to putting my other books up in the top shelves and see how they fit, because maybe they don't fit well, and I need to use that. So little full because these are pretty full and we still have some left. So I think I might do a little bit of rearranging here maybe and try to stick a few more in and then go from there. So now I decide what I want to put there. So I think I've definitely got the books back on. So this one needs to go somewhere not there. There. Okay, so I think I have all the books back on, and I think that's gonna be I'm gonna be satisfied for that for today. So yeah, now that I'm looking at my shelves, I realize I have two bookends that I could utilize up here, and the mud made some of this easier. But you know what? We're just not going to touch it for today. We're going to be satisfied for now because inevitably more books we could put on anyway. So yeah, I also realized I could probably unhaul some of these. There's like a couple on there that I was like putting back on. I was like, do I care about putting this back on? No, but that's also going to be a project for another day. So I think the real goal was to have some favorites displayed for when I film, and we definitely achieved that. So let's do a little close-up tour real quick. Okay, so we're just going to start at the top. We have the Wheel of Time books fit very nicely there with some other just older mass markets above them. Going across, I made this my Rick Riordan shelf and then stuck some mass markets that fit on the side there. There's really very little organization outside the favorite shelves. Let's be clear about this, okay? Just some more. Again, no organization, just kind of what fit there. I've realized I've made this shelf very hard to access because I ended up taking off some on the bottom there and it was very hard to get out. And also this stack is stuffed in there. So hopefully I don't feel compelled to reach for any of that stack anytime soon, which I think I'm safe. Next we have our first favorite shelf. And then underneath another favorite shelf. This one has empty space that I've left purposefully, again. Oh shoot, I forgot to take out that placeholder book. I put placeholder books in while I was like seeing what would fit, and I took them back out so I'd make sure they fit on the other shelves, and I forgot to take that one back out. That's whatever. So, placeholder books for like third books in the series and books that are on loan. This is here's the other favorite shelf. Oh, I should flip Oathbringer around. Why did I? We are going to have a space issue here when my friend returns the copy of Rhythm of War she's borrowing from me because, yeah, that's not going to fit there. But that's a problem for another day. And this is my pseudo edge favorites shelf, I guess. These are books that I did not originally make my favorites cut, but are kind of on the bubble. I guess there's some of those on this shelf, too. There's a couple, like the City of Brass series and Mask of Mirrors are both on the bubble favorites, I suppose, if I'm getting it down to it. And then we have our bottom shelf. So, there you go. My newly arranged shelf. Alright, well, that's it for this video, and I will see you in my next one.